The man woke up to find himself locked in a prison, but what shocked him most was this. Every cell was built with reinforced glass. Eating, drinking, even using the bathroom, all had to happen in full view with zero privacy. Worse yet, the cells hung suspended in midair, making any tunnel digging attempts completely impossible. To prevent bribery, every floor was guarded by heavily armed soldiers, wearing masks. Even above each cell, a 360-degree camera tracked every move. Escaping this place would take a miracle. That's when the man realized he'd been set up. As the new guy, he quickly caught the other inmates' attention, but he wasn't one to mess with. He bent a guy's finger back without hesitation. That small move caught the prison boss Arno's eye. Over the next few days, the man observed everything. This place had tighter security than any prison he'd ever seen. There was no sense of time, just constant fluorescent lighting. So when Arno asked if he needed anything, the man didn't say no this time. Instead, he asked to be sent to solitary confinement. Arno responded by punching him in the face, and the two started brawling. As expected, guards stepped in, throwing them both into solitary. But instead of a dark isolation room, the man was tossed into a blindingly hot chamber filled with intense heat lamps. Within minutes, dehydration set in. Still, he endured the heat and managed to gather one critical piece of info. 3 days later, he met Arno again. Arno was curious. Why did this guy keep scoping out the place? The man said he'd explain everything if Arno could get him around metal disc. Arno refused at first, then turned around and snitched to the guards. He was dragged into the interrogation room by the warden, but instead of giving a straight answer, Arno went off topic, then drew a ridiculous picture of a perfect butt on a piece of paper. Furious, the warden ordered him tortured. They forced a thick hose into his mouth, pumping him full of liquid until he nearly burst. Just when they stopped, Arno ducked under the table and snatched off a sewer grate. Holding the metal disc in hand, the man finally revealed the truth. He was a professional escape artist who'd been framed and needed to break out. To take revenge, he needed to return to solitary one more time. After studying the prison's layout, he realized the entire structure was vertical, each section separated. The most likely exit was either below or hidden in a cave. Solitary had a 70% chance of leading upward. If he got inside again, he wouldn't need any tools to escape. The area had high moisture, which should have called for rivets, but they used stainless steel instead. Over time, that steel would corrode. If he polished a metal strip with toothpaste and heated it up, the rivets would expand and pop out of the panels. Arno then picked a fight with his rival, while the man hit a piece of bread. As expected, guards showed up with batons, tossing them into solitary. The man immediately started heating the rivets using the polished strip. Guards watching the monitor saw nothing strange, unaware the rivets were popping out one by one, tapping the ground to send a signal. Arno began yelling loudly to draw attention. Meanwhile, the man chewed up the bread, sticking the mush over the overhead camera. With guards distracted by Arno, everything was set. The man pulled open the panel and slipped through, but when he reached the lower level, he was stunned. It was solid and sealed tight. He had no choice but to start climbing along a network of pipes. After a grueling climb, he finally reached the top, but the moment he opened the hatch and peeked out, his heart dropped. He was inside a massive cargo ship sailing in the middle of nowhere.